Historian Kailmara had spent 30 years studying extinct civilizations. She never expected to discover one that wasn't actually extinct. The archives on Centros Prime contained records of thousands of vanished species. Most died for natural causes, stellar events, resource collapse, evolutionary dead ends. But one file made her mandibles twitch with curiosity. Species: humans, Sol 3, status: extinct cause, genocide by the Vordax Imperium, date 847 cycles ago. Genocide, she muttered, scanning the reports. The Vordax had been thorough: orbital bombardment, atmospheric poisoning, biological weapons. They'd erased humanity in 6 months, then celebrated across every news channel in the galaxy. But something was wrong. Cross-referencing the data, Kailmara found anomalies. 7 years after Earth's destruction, the Vordax homeworld went silent. Then their colonies. Then their fleet. Within a decade, the entire Vordax Imperium, spanning 40 systems, simply ceased to exist. Official records blamed internal collapse. But Kailmara found something else buried in classified files: survivor testimonies. They came from nowhere. Ships we'd never seen. They knew our patrol routes, our defense codes, everything. They didn't demand surrender. They just ended us. Methodically, system by system. Before our capital died, we received a transmission. One word: remember. Kailmara's hands trembled as she accessed the deepest archives, layers that required council clearance she technically didn't have. What she found made her blood freeze. The humans weren't extinct. They'd spent 7 years preparing, building, plotting, and then they'd done something no species had ever attempted: total annihilation of their enemy. Not conquest, not subjugation, erasure. The file contained a single intercepted transmission from the final days of the Vordax homeworld. A human voice: "You called us primitive. You mocked our emotions, our attachments, our weakness for sentiment. You were right about one thing: we are emotional. We loved our planet. We loved our families. We loved our future. And now we hate you with the same intensity." The transmission showed footage of human ships, hundreds of them, built from salvaged materials, powered by jury-rig reactors, crewed by survivors who'd lived in the void for years. They weren't military vessels. They were coffins with engines, piloted by people who had nothing left to lose. You wanted to show the galaxy what happens when you defy the Vordax. Consider this a counter lesson. This is what happens when you genocide humans. We don't fight fair. We don't show mercy. We don't stop until you're ash in memory. The Vordax had unleashed everything: their legendary fleet, their super weapons, their allies. Nothing worked. The humans fought like demons, sacrificing ships without hesitation, targeting civilian and military targets alike. No quarter, no prisoners, no negociation. Our planet is gone. 8 billion voices silenced. But we're still here. And we're going to make sure everyone remembers why you never extinct a species that knows how to hold a grudge. Kailmara found the final entry: 40 Vordax systems, burned clean. Not occupied, destroyed. The humans had left nothing alive, then vanished into deep space. For 840 cycles, they'd been ghosts. Myths. The phantom Terrans, who appeared in cautionary tales told to aggressive species. Then Kailmara found the current data. Human ships had been spotted. Not hundreds, thousands. They'd been out there in the dark between stars, building and growing and waiting. The survivors had become something new, something adapted to the void. And they were coming back. Kailmara sent her report to the Galactic Council with shaking hands. The reply came within hours. Classification: terminal threat action. Full diplomatic outreach priority, absolute. Under no circumstances provoke. Attached was a recording, recent, from a border station. A human ship had been hailed and asked their intentions. The response was simple: "We've been away." Thought it was time to remind the galaxy: we're not extinct. We're patient. The commander had asked what they wanted. The humans' laugh was cold. We wanted our planet. We wanted our families. We wanted our future. You can't give us those back. So now we just want to make sure what happened to Earth never happens again. To anyone The transmission ended with the human ship jumping to slip space, leaving one final message that made Kale Mara's blood run cold. Tell the Council, the humans are home, and we've learned some things about revenge. Kale Mara looked at the star charts, showing human vessel movements. They weren't raiding. They weren't conquering. They were positioning, watching, waiting. The galaxy had called them extinct, then a myth, then a legend. Now they'd learned the truth. Humanity was a promise, and that promise was very, very simple. Never again.